Welcome back. This is part 2 of the series of video 2 of 7. Here we'll discuss AWS code pipeline with S3 buckets. This is agenda for this today POC. We will create source and production S3 buckets and we'll get the GitHub URL. Now we will upload the content to the S3 bucket. After uploading, we will create a pipeline and we will triggering pipeline by uploading source code. Now this is for the demo. Now additional thing, we will add the cross region application. So we need to create a cross region S3 bucket. We will create a bucket in different region. Then we will do the pipeline configuration for the cross region, and later we will test it whether it is uploading the content in the both buckets in different regions also or not, right? So I've already noted down these steps. So this is the flow. For that, user will check in the code in the source S3 bucket and will deploy it to the directly to the target within the same region S3 bucket, and cross region application in different buckets. So I am using mainly for the our bucket in the US East region, and the cross region we will do it in the S3 bucket in the India region, right? So we will discuss here. Now what we need to do first, we need to create some buckets, source and production S3 bucket. So let's go and start this PSC, and I will write down all those steps here so it is easy to understand. I have note down step-by-step process over here, so it will help you to do this POC. So okay, for the convenience purpose, I am taking the same name, so it will be easy for you to understand, right? So actually, as I told you, I am using the US East 1 region. So let me log in into the AWS console. This is my AWS console. You can see this is the S3 bucket. Bucket is there. Currently, is the buckets count is showing 0. So just I'm creating buckets over here. Buckets name. This is source bucket, and this is a region I'm using the US East 1, and we need to enable the versioning, right? So I'm not doing any changing over here. Just I'm going and creating the bucket. This bucket will be created here, and after this bucket is created, so we will go and enable the versioning, right? This is property. So this is a bucket versioning. I'm just going to edit it, and the bucket by default is suspended, so we need to enable it. So I just enable it, and I'm doing the save changes, right? I'm removing this success message. Okay. Now it is, you can see the bucket versioning is enabled here, right? So again, going to the PPT, it is showing we have done, right? Now we need to create the target bucket. This is the same name I am putting over the prod, right? But we need to the here, actually this will access by the end users. So we need to remove this block public access, right? Because by default it is blocking it, right? So region is US East 1 same. You can see region is same, and it is showing block all public access. So I'm opening it because this is our target one, and the user will access this our application from this bucket, right? So I'm just doing it, and you can see here block, just block it. No need for the versioning over here, right? So I'm just going and create it. So it will create the bucket. Raw bucket is created, right? Production bucket. Now you can see here, open the prod S3 bucket and enable the static, because we will hosting here. So we need to enable the static website hosting over here, right? So let's do it. In the property, I think it in the last, right? You can see static website hosting by default is disabled. So we need to add it, and we will enabling it, right? And after enabling it, we will host a static website, right? So I will write down the index stars HTML, and this one is the error.html. I'm writing out. Correct. See here, I written down. Enable, and we need to write down this index.html and .html, right? Now I will save it. Right, you can see here successfully message. I'm removing it, and you can see here we got this enable, and we got the endpoints also. So we will just check the endpoints, what is happening here. Just see, we are getting this this issue because we don't have anything for that. So we are getting it. So I'm opening this, I'm not closing this window. We will refresh it in the end again when we will deploy our code, right? So first step we have done, right? So next slide we're moving to, we need the source. So I have a GitHub repository over there. So where I have added already the code over there. So I will show you in the total whole videos. I will use the same GitHub repository, AWS CI/CD. So let me show you this my GitHub over here. This is you can see this is my GitHub repository, and I will use the same repository for all this demo because I have added everything over here. So for the static demo, I have created one folder for the static website over here, and rest of the things we will use in the later videos, right? So I will explain each and everything later on. So currently we will use the static S3 website. You can see here. I've added this 2 pages over here. One zip file is there, right? And this is image. So index.html is a very simple file. I have just written 2 lines. This is a very simple static, just one page I've aligned it. It is simple web HTML page for the testing purpose, right? So let's clone it, right? Then we will do it. You can see this one. Now I've mentioned here folder name also. Actually, I've tried to put each and everything in this PPT, so which will be helpful for you for understanding all those things. So we need to take this code in the local system. So I am opening my download folder, and I will do it everything here. So I'm creating one folder AWS, and we will do all those activity over here, right? So okay, we are here. We don't have anything, and we are into AWS site I created right now. Now I am cloning. Now I'm cloning GitHub git clone and this URL. I'm taking the code from the GitHub. See, we got it. We got this code, right? See, we got everything. But we need to. Our intention is here only for the static S3 website. I'm going over there. You can see here. This is the 3 files, and this is the zip file I've already created, or you can create, or we can create it here. New file again. I am just index.html. Let me check what is the version over there. See, this is version website version 1, right? So let's static S3 website. I'm copying it, and actually this is don't require currently. I'm deleting it. So we need to create a zip file over here. So I'm creating this zip here. See, this zip file is created to contain the three files, either HTML and index.html and some images, which we have used in the index.html, right? So now I will upload this file to the host source bucket, right? So I will show you here. It will mention here. See here. Create the zip file for index.html and image folder. I created, right? Zip folder name this one, right? Now next step, upload the content to the S3 source bucket, right? So we will go and upload it, right? Let's go, right? This is our S3 buckets. I think this one for the production. So no, we need to go to the source folder, right? And this is upload button. And we will select the files. You can see directly, we can select it, right? And upload. It is uploaded successfully, right? So we have done it. You can see here, it is showing here, right? Zip file uploaded. Now we have done, right? This slide. Now next slide. Now our source bucket is ready. So we need to create the pipeline, and after creating the pipeline, we will deploy those things in target S3 bucket, right? So for this, we need to go the pipeline and create pipeline and give the name. You can give the same name, or you can take the another name, whatever, right? So let me open pipeline, right? So you can see here, this is the developers tool where you can get it everything. Everything is in same one page. Code commit, code build, code deploy, code pipeline. So here we will, in the later demo, I will cover everything, but in this demo, we will cover only the code pipeline. So go in the pipeline, right? And go and create pipeline, right? So we are creating the pipeline here. So pipeline name we can give here, right? We have given the pipeline. It by default is creating the role for the pipeline, which role is just created, right? And you can see here, I mentioned here, it is create the same role, right? Now next add source, right? See, I will show you. This is the default things we will use here. Advanced setting, you can see this is the artifact storage default location encryption key default we will use, right? We are moving to the next, and here you can see what is the source, because supported multiple source here. You can use code commit, ECR for the container, right? And the S3, or you can use the GitHub directly. So I've already added my code in the GitHub, so I can directly use this one. But later in the demo, today here in this demo, we will use the Amazon S3, and later we will use the code commit, because I have considered my all demo in the code commit instead of the GitHub. But we can do the both same thing. So I'm just selecting Amazon S3, right? So it will ask for the bucket name. So see which bucket we want to deploy. So we need to select the, see here, source bucket, and with what is the object which we need to deploy, right? So source bucket I have selected. So this is my source we are providing, right? And we have copied it, that zip file. No, it is not. Let me copy the name of zip file from here, or the file anywhere, right? Using the same. This is zip file. This is our source, right? And we will go with the CloudWatch event for the and the default thing. We will go with this, right? Where we can select the AWS code pipeline things also, right? And next build step, we are not doing build here anything, so we are skipping this step, right? Skip, we can skip the build step, but later in the later demo we will create a build step also, right? So I mentioned over here build is skip this stage, right? I'm skipping it. Now deploy. So where we want to deploy, right? See, where we want to deploy. We want to deploy. You can deploy in the cloud formation. We can use the code deploy, right? We can use the Elastic Beanstalk. In our demo, I've covered this Beanstalk, code deploy, two things I will cover, and S3, right? And you can use the blue green ECS blue green is there, right? Multiple option we can deploy it. Okay, so I've selected the S3. So we are into same region, right? So bucket name is prod, right? See here, I've mentioned bucket name I went to prod, right? And and this is check what extract file before deploy, because we are using this zip file we are using. So I am just extracting it, right? See here. Additional configuration, we need to use the, we need to go here and canal ACL, we need to use the read. See here, we have used the public read, right? This one, because only we can see ACLs like reading these files, right? So we have done what we did here. We have just selected that target bucket, and we need to extract the files before deploying, right? And we have given the access, right? That's it. Now this is the final summary. What we did, what is our source system, right? We have not using any build here, correct? And here you can see our deployment, what thing we need to deploy over here. So now we are we are good to start to create the pipeline, right? Now I'm creating the pipeline here. The pipeline is creation in progress. We can see here same thing I have written here. Everything is documented, right? Now we need to test the static web. After deployment, we need to test this pipeline, right? You can see this, you can see here this pipeline is created, and you can see the source is success. It is started automatically, right? First time, and you can see it is going to deploy in the target system. Earlier, you remember that it's we have tested in the target system. That time we got this error because nothing was there, right? Now we will check. You can see it is deployed over there, right? And also you can see here, this is this version ID. This same version ID over here, right? For so it is deployed successfully, and it is showing a success message in both the groups. So our pipeline is ready. This is very small pipeline, and but it is deployed from the S3 bucket to S3 bucket. So let's check the output. What happened here? Let me refresh. Okay, I'm doing only refresh. See here, our website is there, right? We can see this is a simple website. Whatever we have written over there. Let me see why it is showing version number 2. So it is showing website version 2.0. But in our system, it is showing 1. Let's check what is the version deployed in the production, so we can confirm that whether it is the correct or not, right? You can see this index.html is there because we have just unpressed the zip file. So let me download this file over here. Download. And I'm saving it, right? Now you can see here it is showing 2.0 version, right? Website version is 2.0, so it is showing correct, right? 2.0 version is there. So we have done this step also. This is working fine. Now triggering pipeline by updating the source code, right? Now let's do it. So what we will do here, 2.0 is already there. So what I will do, let me go over there. See, I'm removing this zip file. I am opening this SD. Here I am adding 4.0, right? Let's see. So it is there. Now creating new zip for that, right? I'm creating the new zip. For creating the issue, we need we are checking that so which version of index as which number which version is there, right? Let me see. I'm opening it. It is showing 4.0. So let's check, right? It's done now. I'm removing it, right? Now we will upload the zip file, new zip file, right? Again. So I mentioned the same thing here. You can see here, create a new zip file and zip file name same, right? And zip folder contain these three files, index, error, and image folder. Now upload this to the source folder, right? And now we can do it, right? So we are going to the S3 bucket. This is the source bucket, right? Now we are uploading it again. Upload, add file. Oh, this path is wrong. Okay. So we have created this in here, right? Download AWS, AWS CI/CD, static S3 buckets. Now within 19.2, that was wrong. So we got 2.0. Okay. Now let's try it. S3 bucket zip. This contains the 4.0 version, right? Now we uploaded it, right click and upload. So due to this reason, we are maintaining here for the versioning in the source bucket, right? Right, uploaded successfully. After uploading it, it will directly code pipeline. You can see here it is started or not. Let's wait. This will trigger automatically, and this you can see this is a version ID. This it will be changed when it will trigger, right? And currently our version is showing here 4.0 deployed instance directly, right? See, okay. You can see it is deployed just now. You can see here. And now 1 minute ago, right? It is just deployed. It is deployed so quickly because it's a very small file, right? And it's triggered. And you can see it is this its RPL number, this ID has changed. Earlier it was showing the different ID, right? Every deployment, this ID will be changed, this version ID, right? And so same ID is both places, but it means it will deploy in both the places, source and deployed folder, right? So it will deploy quick, right? Very fast. So now check, we got this things 4.0, and you can see here this is 4.0 is showing, right? And now we can check the CloudWatch. This is rules it's created, how it is triggered actually. So pipeline is creating the rules for automatic deployment for the triggering the S3 bucket. So I will show you that thing also. Let me open the CloudWatch. And you can see here I've written full path here, CloudWatch event and rules. CloudWatch is there, and you can see this event, this is your rules. You can see this rule is created by the pipeline. This is showing code pipeline. And also you can see here in S3 buckets, let me show you. See, one S3 bucket is created automatically, for created by the code pipeline. So one pipeline is created here, and one this is a rule is created for automatic deployment and the CloudWatch, you can see here. Okay, now we have done this. Now we need to create the cross region S3 bucket. So what we'll do, we'll create a new S3 bucket in the Mumbai region, because you are working in the US region, right? So I have written here like same MN2 prod India region, right? So we will go and create another bucket, right? So let me go and create another bucket over here, right? See, India I've written. So, and we need to change it from here to India region, right? So you can see here, this is Mumbai AP South one, right? I'm selecting this bucket here, right? Selected it, and you can use the all those settings from existing bucket. See, choose bucket, copy from the existing bucket. This is optional thing, but we have already created one bucket, right, per prod, so we can go and copy all those settings from the prod. So while creating it, it will copy everything, right? And also this is a production bucket. It means it is public access, so we need to remove this public blocking, right? So I've removed it from here, right? And you can see I've written here, right? Now we don't need the versioning. Now we need to directly creating the bucket, right? Now what happened, this bucket is created with public access with replica of the uh, uh, prod. This is the prod bucket for the US system, and it is created over here, right? Now what we need to do, we need to again go to there and enable the static hosting, because we will host our application here, right? So I'm enabling this hosting again, you can see here, and same thing what we did earlier, we will do it here, right? So let me do it again. I'm writing here index.html, right? Index.html, right? Sorry, error.xml, correct? So we have done, now we have done the changes our. Now what will happen, it will create our endpoints. So we got the endpoints here, right? For the India, you can AP South one, right? So I'm opening this. You can see here, it is currently giving the error because we don't have anything, right? So this is our US region. This is for Mumbai region, right? So we have done this slide. Now we need to enable the pipeline configuration, because you have added this cross region, right? So we need to open the pipeline. So I've given the full path, right? Let's open this thing. This is our pipeline, right? So we need to change some setting over here, right? So we are already here, my web static pipeline. Now we need to edit state deploy. Here we need to add something, deploy action over here. So first, for editing it, we this is edit button. Now it is edited. Now we need to edit the deploy one, because we need to add one more action over here, right? So it is this is our deploy edited in edited mode. Now we need to do it add action, and we will add action name and deploy to India. Add action I am doing here, and action name I am giving to deploy to India, right? And action provider I am taking S3 bucket, right? See, because using the S3. Okay. Now you can see here. Now we need to select the region AP Southwest, right? Because if you can see here bucket name we are getting, but we need to deploy this in the India region, right? So this is our pipeline region is showing by default. Because pipeline in US East one, right? So we will go to the India region. Where is it? This Mumbai region, AP South one. We will select AP South one. Asia Pacific, right? You can see I mentioned everything here. AP South one, right? Now input artifact we need to select source artifact, right? Source folder from S3 bucket we will take it from there, right? And after that you can see in, buckets, bucket name is India bucket, right? I've selected this thing, and select checkbox for the extract file deployment, because we need to extract it, right? Because we are uploading in the zip format, right? And additional setting we will do the same thing. Additional configuration for ACL site we will give the read access, right? Public and read access, right? We don't give the write access, right? Now we have done, we are good up to here. Now we are done it. You can see here one action is created over here, deploy to India. This is Amazon S3. You can see one symbol is coming. This is for the cross region action, right? Cross region application. Now done. Okay. Now I am saving it. My changes. Again, I'm saving it. See here. This is the deploy to India. This is a new action agent. It is showing it didn't run earlier. No execution yet, right? Because it was just created, right? So what will happen now? When it will changing any code, it will source system will run and deploy in the both the places, in the US S3 bucket as well as India S3 bucket, right? So we have done, and you can see here test the static website India by both way. So we can, I'm telling you, we have tested using the code change, or we can directly go to release the changes. Manual testing we can do, because earlier we did for the automatic changes. Other way we can go here. No, this is not our file. This is file. We can change the version, anything here, and we can check in the code, right? So upload the files, create a zip file and upload to the S3 bucket. Then it will run automatically, or better we can go and just release the changes, right? So both things are same. So earlier we did the code change, so we will do it. I will show you how it is working from here. So you can see here this version ID is showing the RPL sub 38 RPL. Now it will change. See, I'm just creating the release changes, right? See, this is started just now. It quickly is started, right? And it is success, right? Now it is trying to deploy it here. You can see here this ID has changed. Education ID, you can see 9B2. 9B2 is showing. And you can see here it is quickly deployed to the both region. Just now. So earlier it was showing here 4.0. We can see 4.0, it is still there, and here it was nothing was there, so we're just refreshing it. We can see 4.0, we have got it here, right? So from the slide side, I think I have done it. But if you want to change the code from the basic, I will show you that thing also, because it will be more clear. So what we will do it, I will go to the my code, this one, okay, and I will delete the zip file. I will open the index file, and I am changing it 4 to 10, website version 10.0, right? And now after now I will create the zip file. Okay, this is our zip file, and we will go to the source bucket, right? This is our source bucket, right? And here I will upload it again. See, I've selected this file and uploaded it again. Now you can see here, before uploading, I will show you here. Otherwise, this is, you can see execution ID 9B2, F1 9B2 is showing, right? So just check, we will check it out, right? It is showing 1 minute ago, right? Now I will go there and I will just upload the things over here. It is uploading it, right? Now upload successful, right? So let's go directly to the our pipeline. You can see it is this is running in progress. This is completed. It's very in few seconds, right? Now it is deploying in the India region, and it is showing in progress, right? And you can see here this ID has changed. Pipeline user ID 67 AB in both places, right? Now it is deployed successfully. It means we will go. This is our Bombay region, and we will go and refresh it. It is showing 4.0, right? We will go and just refresh. It is showing 10.0, and here it is still 4.0. Go and refresh on the US East one. So you can so it is showing 10.0, right? So you can see here in the pipeline, it is just now it is executed, right? Success just now. So this is the for this demo site, but it's still the sort listen is very important for the code pipeline. So each of the section, I have added a few slides for the pipeline deletion, because multiple resources we need to delete it manually, right? So I will show you step by step so you can understand it. So first thing, we can go and delete directly our pipeline, right? So what is the first line? We can go and delete pipeline from here. I am going to here. This is our pipeline, right? So this is the delete pipeline. I am deleting it from here. Okay. This is the delete. Now our pipeline is deleted. See, deleted successfully. This is the first step, right? Second step, we need to check whether this is event bridges events are there or in the CloudWatch also. If it is not deleted, we need to delete it, right? So what we will do, we will go to the Amazon event bridge, right? Amazon event bridge, right? I've opened from here, and I will check over anything is there or not only. No, nothing is there, right? It deleted. No, nothing is there. No buses, right? And no rules. No rules are there, right? Nothing is there. So we are good from this side. Now we will go and check the CloudWatch. So CloudWatch, where we need to go? CloudWatch event and rules. We need to check this rules is still there or not. It is already showing here, right? So we will go and refresh these changes. See, it is deleted with the when we deleted the pipeline, it deleted from both places. But we need to verify sometime it is not deleted, so we need to do it manually, right? So I've written here if not deleted, right? Second thing, we have created the S3 buckets. We need to go and delete it, right? So go to the S3 bucket site, and I will show you how many buckets we have currently. So you can see this is two pipelines are created, one for the AP South one for the Mumbai region and second for the US region. So we need to delete all five buckets because it will not delete it automatically. So for deletion, first we need to empty it. So first we will do it empty all the buckets, right? So for those things, we need to first empty it. Okay, empty. Now we need to do it this one also. So we need to repeat for all the buckets, right? After empty, we will go and delete it, right? If you are using the free tier, if you will not delete all those resources, then we will charge later on, right? So it is better to we need to follow all those deletion process, right? So we have deleted empties. Now we will go and delete it, right? So we need to write this thing over here, right? Name. You can see this bucket is deleted, right? Sorry. We need to select and delete. See, now we have deleted all those buckets, right? Now after deletion of it, we need to delete the roles, IAM role, because multiple IAM roles has been created for this. So we will go there, how many roles is created, and we will go and delete it for the pipeline. You can see this is the my pipeline. This is created, right? And this one is the AWS code pipeline for the US East, right? So we will go and delete two roles, right? Two roles is created here mainly. See, it is deleted. Now we need to delete IAM roles, right? This is deleted, or it is creating some policies over here. So we need to go to policy and select the custom policy. Customer managed, right? It is showing two policies over here. So we will go and delete this policies also because we don't require this. And this is the one more is there which is created here. So I will open and delete it, delete policy. Now roles, we deleted the roles, now deleted the policy, right? Now you can see here, I've mentioned here, deleted the roles, we need to delete the policy, custom policy, two policies created. Now we have deleted all those resources which we have used this in this term, right? I hope it will help you. I have gone through the step-by-step things. And later, after this demo, if you'll understand, then it will be very easy to understand the next demo, because in the next demo, we will add the code commit and code build over there. And target, we will use the S3 bucket same for understanding. So if it will, we will go slowly to the next POC. So we have done from this video, this part 2. Now we will meet you in the part 3. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching this video.